Hey guys, welcome back to the 260 show this week. We're chatting with the guy that's bringing back the Fort Wayne Rod and Custom Show, Mark Mendenhall. We're sitting here with these beautiful cars at Sweet Cars, one of the main sponsors, and we're talking about the vendors, what cars are coming, a free car you could win, and many more. You guys go like and subscribe and watch us. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome back to the 260 show. We got Mark here, the man of the hour. He's bringing back the car show yet again in Fort Wayne. I can't wait to see actually be in the show this year.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah. Going to be a good show.
First, let's have you introduce yourself and what you do and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay. Well, I'm Mark Mendenhall. I promote the Fort Wayne Rod and Custom Show. This will be our second year back in Fort Wayne. So,
what do you do for a living?
I own a chemical distribution and manufacturing company.
Okay.
So totally. That part of it's non-auto related, and I own an automotive restoration supply business as well. So.
Right. What got you into that line of work?
Oh, cars. Just the car side of it is just because I'm a car fanatic, hobbyist, have been for my entire life. So
right.
Just the fun side of the business.
It's not really work then.
It's never work when it's fun, but
right,
it's work, but it's not.
Right.
It's,
but you enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't like their jobs, so
makes a difference.
Yeah. What got you into liking cars then?
So when I was probably 13, 14 years old, I have two older brothers. They brought me to the Fort Wayne Rod and Custom Show, and first time I'd ever seen anything like that. And
what year was that?
Oh man, you're going back a long time, probably in the early 70s, I suppose. Yeah.
That's when they started the
Rod and Custom Show. Actually started in 1958. It ran until 1993, and they stopped having it, and then I brought it back in 2024. So there was a 31-year absence of the show, and it was very well received coming back. And this year the interest has been overwhelming. It's going to be bigger and better than last year.
So we got a little touch on that. I guess. What got you wanting to bring back the car show? I guess how do you even go about like bringing something like last year's car show wasn't just a normal. I mean, it was like a legit. I mean,
it took some time. Definitely a lot of work. People don't realize how much work is put into these things. I actually started that process. Decided I was going to do it in November of last year, so I pulled that show together in about 5 months, which is crazy. And it turned out great. I thought we had a phenomenal first year show. So this year we've had a year to work on it, and we've upped the car count. We'll have over 350 cars this year. I think we have close to 50 different vendors coming in. I think there's 11 sponsors that came on this year. The show is just it's going to be a mainstay around Fort Wayne for a long time. So.
What I guess how do you even go about, like you go to the Coliseum and say, hey, I would like to bring this here?
I went to there's a marketing company here in Fort Wayne that I've worked with in the past, and I went to them. They do a lot of shows at the Coliseum. Told them what I wanted to do. It's kind of funny, but when I first approached them, when the show originally ran, they used the basement, Expo 4. They call it the basement. That was the only part they used back in the day.
Where the elephants and that kind of stuff.
The lower level.
The lower level, yeah.
Correct. And I thought we'd be fine there. 75 to 100 cars would be a great show. It took about all of 2 or 3 weeks where we had that sold out, and I had to go back to the Coliseum and say, we need more room.
Yeah.
So we ended up, we got about 2/3 of the Coliseum last year. There was another show going on at the same time last year, so I couldn't get the whole building.
Right.
We shifted the dates a little bit for this year's show. We have all 4 expo halls, and again, it's going to up the car count. We had over 10,000 people through the doors last year. I fully expect that to exceed 11,000 to 12,000 this year. It's going to be a big show. It's fun. It's eclectic. You'll see a little bit of everything at the show. You'll find something you like. Doesn't matter what you're into, what you like. You'll find something you like there.
What got you wanting to bring back the show, I guess?
I was the president of the Auburn Shifters. It's a local car club. They've been around since the 50s. I was the president of that club for many years, and we did the outdoor shows.
They always have good car shows.
They do, and I had always, ever since I was at the Fort Wayne Rod and Custom Show for the first time, I always wanted to bring that show. I always wanted to promote a big indoor show. And like I said, I've done outdoor shows, kind of knew how that worked. It's a totally different ball game when you're dealing with so many different rules and regulations, with the city ordinances and the Coliseum rules and regulations and just
with
the number of people
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's just certain things we have to do and make sure that the participants have to do. Fire marshal has their stuff that we have to follow, and we do. But it's worth it in the end. But it's a lot of work.
Right.
A lot more things, a lot of detail stuff that happens. It's kind of behind the scenes that nobody knows about.
I think everybody that at least made it last year. How many was in attendance last year?
We had over 10,000 people come through the doors last year.
Them 3 days.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Saturday was. All 3 days were busy. Saturday was insane. It was shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I was there.
Lockstep.
I was there
busy.
that Saturday.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It was busy.
Yeah.
It was a good feeling.
That's good though.
Wow.
Seeing a lot of people that
It was good. What was really good about it was the number of young people that came in. Not just little kids, but teenagers and young 20s, and they came in and walked the show. And that's the goal behind bringing this show back and bringing back the Muddy River Run later this year. We want to keep the hobby alive, and we want to get everybody's. It's inclusive. We want to make sure everybody's included. And we want to get these young guys involved so we can keep the hobby going.
So, what is there to expect with this year's car show than last year's car show? Obviously, different vendors.
Yep.
More vendors.
We'll talk about vendors first. We have a lot more vendors coming in. One of the things we heard last year was that we didn't have enough stuff for people to buy, car-related stuff. So we worked hard this year, and we've got several big vendors coming in that's car-related, vintage NHRA apparel and GM and Ford authorized apparel and all kinds of things, parts and cleaners and waxes and stuff like that. We have one of our vendors is going to actually be wrapping a vehicle during the show, which is kind of cool. They did it last year, but this year they're going bigger. So actually, I think they're doing a van.
Do we get to say who it is, or?
It's Inkworks, I think, is the vendor that's doing the wrap, and then they're doing it for Power Components, Hose and Fittings, which is actually our title sponsor to the show.
What Inkworks is in New Haven, right?
Correct.
Are they? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know where they are. What kind of cars can we expect this year that's already confirmed?
Well, again, we're almost sold out. We have about, maybe of the 350 spots, I think we have about 20 left right now.
20 left.
Yeah, and it's eclectic. It's anything from rusty rat rods to over the top $1 million plus exotics and $500,000 show cars and anything in between. There'll be muscle cars and
bikes.
A lot of motorcycles, and it's going to be a little bit of everything. As I say, anybody that comes to the show will definitely find something they like.
Yeah. That'll be one thing. There's going to be awards then too?
Yeah. So yep. So Sunday afternoon we'll do awards. We'll break them out in classes. So we'll probably have about 60 or so awards that'll be handed out. Plus Sunday afternoon we are doing something pretty unique. We're actually giving away a 27 Ford Roadster, traditional hot rod.
We'll put the picture of it right here.
Right.
to show everybody what it looks like.
Yeah, that's generating a lot of interest. I think that's going to bring a lot of people in.
Starting Friday.
Starting Friday, all you got to do is sign up when you come to the show.
Put your name and number down and
Yep,
put her in.
That's all it is. And all the rules and regulations are on our website. You can go there and look if you want. But yeah, come to the show, enjoy the show. Just while you're there, make sure you sign up because it's not a raffle. It's a free giveaway. Somebody's going to get a really cool little car.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
It's pretty neat.
Not many shows around here do that. I guess. I don't know. I'd like to be the winner of it.
I think a lot of people. I've had a lot of guys that are trying to bribe me. They want to, pay me off for that winning ticket.
Right.
So won't happen. I promise.
Yeah. The show is obviously kid friendly.
Yep. Kids 10 and under are free with an adult paid ticket. Tickets are $15 to come in.
One kid per person.
One kid per paid ticket.
Yep.
And what else? The show hours Friday will be 4 to 9. Saturday will be 10 to 9. Sunday will be 10 to 4. And then we'll do the awards around 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So on the giveaway car, we're really hoping a lot of people show up for that. We're really hoping the person whose name gets drawn is there. That would be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be a lot of fun.
I guess, what's going to be like another big thing, like another prize, I guess, or award? Is there?
Well, we'll have the sponsors. Our sponsors will each get a sponsor award to pick. So we'll have I think we have 10 sponsors. So each one will get to go out and pick out their personal choice, personal favorite, and that'll be one.
And is there like a fan favorite? Everybody that comes in can.
We're not going to do that. No, it's really hard to control.
Right.
It becomes a buddy system at that point.
True.
So no, we have two judges coming in that are they're very well. How do I say this? Well, very well versed in the show car world. So they're going to be very fair.
No favoritism.
No favoritism at all. They'll be very fair. So that's out of my hands. Here you go. This is what we want. You guys go do it.
Yeah, definitely.
And
the best man wins.
May the best man win.
What else do you got up your sleeve? Any other like vendors that are gonna be giving away stuff to people? I know I've got some ideas for my booth now.
Yep. The vendors always hand out swag. You know, so there's always stuff for people to pick up while they're there. We have a vendor, local artist that's going to do. He has a charitable not-for-profit organization. And he's going to do a couple of. I know he's doing one Saturday. I'm going to try to get him to do one Sunday as well. But it's one where he paints the picture. It's totally upside down. You have no idea what it is until he's done. And he flips it over and you see what it is. And then we're going to auction those off for his charity.
Would that'd be Angel?
It's Angel Rodriguez. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's pretty
very known.
Guy,
he's very known in this area, in the car world. He does a bunch of good things for definitely Fort Wayne and the car scene. Getting younger kids into it.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, and we've had this conversation a lot about how to get the young guys in and get them involved, get them interested, keep them interested, and show them that a show like this isn't just for, old guys with 50 or 60-year-old cars. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
We want everybody in there, and you'll see it. And it's pretty neat. We have quite the wide selection this year. We have some pretty neat stuff coming in.
That's how it was back in the day, though, too. There was newer stuff, like newer, or mostly everything was.
From what I
older.
know, it was more traditional hot rod stuff, older street rod stuff. But again, you're going back from 58 to 93. There's a big difference from what there was then to now. Paint jobs today are just over the top. So you're going to see some pretty amazing stuff.
Wraps and that kind of stuff.
There will be some cars that are wrapped there that I've talked to guys that are bringing them in.
But you really never know. Anymore
you don't know. Some of them are pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So.
where's he gonna be doing the painting or whatever, so people can
So it'll
have
be
an idea?
yeah, it'll be up on the main the upper 3 expo halls, about in the middle.
You come in.
If you come in
then-
if you come in from the rotunda, you'll go to the left, and then he's going to
Okay.
be about halfway down on the right hand side.
Okay.
So,
All right, so everybody knows where he's gonna be at. And then the wrap guy, where's he gonna be?
he's
at?
going to be right up towards the front as you walk in that same hall. He'll be
Yep.
right to the right. Power Components, the booth will be there, and then it's their van they're wrapping, so they'll be right
Okay.
beside them.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about sponsors here. We're obviously sitting somewhere we've been before. Sweet Cars, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, we've got
Gonna be
we do. So I'll just run down the list because I don't want
Okay.
to miss anybody.
right.
So our title sponsor is Power Components Hose and Fittings. They're over here on Main Street. They're a custom hose and hydraulic line manufacturer. If you need anything for hydraulic lines, brake
Anything.
lines, anything,
Yeah.
these guys can design it and build it and make it right there in house. Our 96.3 XKE came on as a major radio sponsor this year. We didn't have that last year. They
Yeah.
came, walked the show, saw what it was,
Yep.
said they had to be involved. So they've come on board in a
Yep.
big way.
Already hear that about the show a lot already.
They
through them.
they started talking about it Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, and they talk about it a lot. And they haven't even started their ads yet. That's just
Right.
spots. Pretty neat. So our presenting sponsor and the host for our Friday night participant, we cater in food.
Okay.
But our host for that is Sweet Cars, where we are today.
Yes.
So they've come in a big way, and they're a great supporter of anything community. So it's
definitely.
exciting that they've come in and they're helping us out with this.
Right.
It's a great thing. Another presenting sponsor, Steel Dynamics, SDI.
Yes.
Great company, and they're again another company that's
They're
all about
very-
working with the community. Contributing sponsor, VSI Home Lending. I don't know if you know these guys. Another contributing sponsor is Southern Polyurethanes. They're a company out of Georgia, manufacturer out of Georgia that manufacture high-end automotive restoration
Paint.
primers and clears and
Paint,
things like
right,
that. Yeah,
okay.
great company. Another sponsor we have that's in this year, and they're a co-sponsor with me in the giveaway car, and that's Transworld Auto Brokers of Fort Wayne. New company to the area, but they broker businesses. Adam Ross is the owner of the
Yep.
company. I don't know if you guys know Adam.
Definitely know Adam.
Great guy, but they came on as the co-sponsor of the giveaway car, which is
Okay.
really neat. Another participating sponsor, Jason Dietsch Trailer Sales. Jason's a great guy. If you guys have never heard of him, he's over in Ohio. But
Yep, right over in Edgerton.
Yep.
Right down 6.
Trailer a distributor and manufacturer, and huge into racing, and he'll have some trailers on display at the show. Ultra Motorsports, local company here in town that they do custom restorations on cars. They're another sponsor. D&B Sales. Everybody knows D&B over in Speedway. Great
Yep.
business to deal with. Matter of fact, D&B came on as one of the vendors for the giveaway car, and they donated a stereo and speakers and installation to the car. Whoever wins the little giveaway car is going to have a nice car.
They were also there last year too.
D&B was there
Yep.
last year, and they
Yep.
came back in again. Yep.
Awesome.
Stemen Align and Brake. Everybody in town knows who Stemen is for alignments and
Right.
brake work. They came on as a vendor for the giveaway car, and they did a complete brake job on the car.
That's awesome.
So it's great. We've had several vendors step up and come on to help with
out,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then we also have Signs and Designs. It's another local wrap and wrap company.
Okay.
They came on as a vendor, or as a sponsor. Some of the other vendors I want to mention real quick that got involved with the giveaway car, Russmore Transmission. They actually pulled the transmission, rebuilt it.
That's awesome.
Rebuilt the front end, the kingpin, and suspension. We had, who else? Polish Works. They're going to do a final detail and buff on the car before we take it to the show. Pro Strip. This car has original wire wheels on it. Pro Strip stripped the wheels, repowder coated them. Discount Tire stepped up, gave us a set of new tires. Whoever wins this car is going to have
Wow.
a really cool little car.
Yeah,
So,
that's.
yeah.
Where did you find the car?
Found the car down in southern Indiana.
Okay.
The fellow that built it. He passed away. Sat in his garage for many years, and we picked it up, and we're making it as nice a little
Right.
car as you can
Yeah, it's
possibly
gonna be
have. So
pretty. It sounds like it's gonna be pretty much brand new.
for a used car, it's going to be
Well,
as nice
yeah,
as
right.
it's going to be as new as you can
Can't
possibly
beat
get
that
it.
for an
No.
old roadster
No.
like that.
No, it's neat. The interior is beautiful. It's all black and orange, and the car is black with orange and yellow flames. It's a neat little car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in person. Get a nice little clip with it. I have to get a seat in there. See how it feels.
it's pretty neat. I got to drive it for the most distance was about 4 or 5 blocks the other day when I picked it up from D&B. It's pretty cool. It definitely catches people who are honking and thumbs up. And
Manual or automatic?
No, it's automatic.
Automatic?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat.
What else is gonna be happening? Like like Friday, you had the dinner.
Yep.
Saturday.
Saturday, just throughout the
Anything
day,
special?
just throughout the day for the participants, we'll pull car names or car numbers, and we'll do giveaways all day. Shirts and swag.
I've got one of the
You do,
shirts
nice
on
shirt.
from last year.
Yep.
Real nice.
Yeah, and we have a new design.
Yep.
We have a new design for this year, which is pretty cool. Don't have them to show you yet, but it's pretty cool. I think I sent you a picture.
Yep.
Of it.
Yep.
So
we'll put that on there.
okay, great. But I actually just got the shirts ordered today, so we'll have
Awesome.
shirts at the
Yeah.
show. So
That's good. I'll also have my shirts there for anybody that my booth. I'm gonna have one of the spinning boards.
Okay.
So anybody that comes by, you just spin the board, and everybody that I've done a podcast with, and I've got probably another 10 other businesses that are giving me just a bunch of stuff that
Nice.
Kids and everybody can win. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff, so I can't wait for that. So what else do we have for the end of the year for some people actually might not know this about the Muddy River Run? That's also another big Fort Wayne car show that you're going to be bringing back.
Yep, we are. So the Muddy River Run ran in 2024 would have been their 50th year. So we're going to call this their 50th year return, if you will. They haven't had it since they stopped having it in 2014. So we're going to bring that back in August 8th, 9th, and 10th at the PFW campus. There will be a booth at the show. So if you want to pre-register for there will be a booth at the Rod and Custom Show for the Muddy River Run. So if you want to get signed in, pre-registered, we're going to try to have some of the shirts made for that show there.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we'll have a lot of information there. One thing I did forget though, that you asked what else we had at the show. Kind of unique is we have a driving simulator coming in.
Okay.
That's a very high tech
Yeah.
driving simulator that we're going to have on display, and people will get to go in and play with it. So.
Yeah. Get a little feel of what it's like
It's
actually drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique one. It makes you feel like you are in the car.
Right.
I've seen some neat ones, and this one's right up there. So
Yeah, that'll be fun. That's new this year.
that's new this year.
Yeah,
We did not have that last year.
that's fun. What else? Anything else new that you're gonna be something like that?
No, not really. There's just the new thing is we're going to have so many more vendors in, so many different vendors in. I had a lot of people that were concerned that they'd come to the show and see exactly the same cars they saw last year, and we worked hard to make sure that's not going to happen. So it's going to be a different car show when you walk in, and
Right.
we're doing what we're calling a Pro Street showcase this year. So we're trying to feature Pro Street cars, and then we've got a big selection of like old kind of nostalgia, old school drag cars coming in. We have a couple old funny cars coming in. Some local drag stuff. We've got some guys bringing in junior dragsters on display,
cool.
which if nobody's ever seen those, or your kids have never seen those, they'll fall in love with them. They're neat.
That's another good way to get kids into motors, cars,
Exactly.
you know, racing, you know. What I guess you're gonna have more cars out of state that are coming than last year.
So far, we do. Yeah. We've got a good selection coming. I think last year we had 8 or 9 states. I think we're up to about 10 different states coming in to represent this year. One thing I didn't mention for that the kids always like monster trucks. We're
Okay.
going to have a couple of really nice monster trucks on display, and we've got some big, really nice 4-wheel drive trucks that are going to be there on display this year.
Is that from the up from Butler?
Yep, the Monster Truck Museum.
Yep, Monster Truck Museum. That's I, I I heard the other day that that's been getting a bunch of traction. I think almost nationwide. I think because there really isn't a monster truck museum. Really, you'd think that there would be, but I guess there isn't.
It was well received last year, and I think they are bringing a different truck this year. So it's again we're going to see different things.
Yeah, that's good. What let's see here. I brought my notes. What got you into liking cars? I guess not. It was the car show, or I mean, you were into them before that.
I was into it before. I have
Right.
I have 2 older brothers.
Right.
I had one older brother that was into muscle cars,
Yeah.
and my other brother was into British sports cars. So I grew up with a little bit of everything, and that's what I've always liked, and that's what got me hooked. And
What was your first car?
oh, my first car was a Dart Sport. Looks like a Duster.
Okay.
You know,
What color?
black.
Black.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You didn't really see black ones, did you?
Not too often.
They were
no.
usually yellow and
Yellow and blue. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds cool though.
It was for a high school kid's first car. It was
Yeah.
pretty neat. You know, a little muscle car.
What I know you got more than your Mustang. What else do you have?
Me personally?
Yeah.
So I have a 69 Camaro, 69 Nova, and I have a full race car, bracket car, and then I have a twin turbo Mustang. So
What's the car that you're working on right now?
69 Nova is in.
That's the one that you're actually going through paint and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
that's still in paint. Unfortunately, it won't be at this show this year, but I'm going to make sure it's in the show next year. So
We have 5 years after this year that we have.
Yep. So
booked out.
correct. Yep. So every year at the Coliseum, I have to re-up my lock in the dates thing,
Right.
if you will, reserve the dates. So so we're out 5 years. So
Last year was at the beginning of March.
last year was
or
the end of April.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was the end of April.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just we're about a week different, and
Right.
we kind of I needed to do that because we didn't want to conflict with the other show that was in there again. I needed more room. That was
Yep.
the problem. I was capped out. So
Yep.
last year we ended up with about a 75 car waiting list to get in for cancellations and things. So
Which could have been in the show.
Which could have been in the show if
this
I had
year,
more room.
them guys will be able to be in this year then,
yeah,
and be able to show off their stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Any teasers? I mean, like cars with crazy done, motors, or
Yeah. Yeah, we have a couple of SEMA cars that'll be back this year. We have some ISCA, the high end show cars that run their circuits. I've got coming in. Again, a lot of custom motorcycles coming in. The Natmas Museum up in Auburn, they're bringing in 2 flat track Harley Davidson motorcycles that a guy named Jay Springsteen used to race back in the day, and
awesome.
very successful. So that's going to be neat. That's going to be a neat display.
And then Sweet Cars is bringing.
Sweet Cars is bringing at least 10 cars in this year.
Might be a few of these, maybe.
Might be.
I don't know. They turn them pretty fast here, so.
Yeah, it's they have they're a great sponsor.
Yeah.
They're gonna represent really well with what they bring out.
Yeah.
You know they will. It's gonna be beautiful. So
Yeah, they're going to be looking good. A lot of these, these are a lot. They're different than the last ones when we did the show with Michael here. It was pretty cool seeing. Just every time you come here, it's something new, you know. So we'll see what they will bring for the show.
We won't be disappointed, I'm sure.
No. I think everybody will like them. Any foreign cars?
We do. It's kind of funny because, again, being the first year last year, people didn't know what to expect. We had so many people come out to the show, and they were just kind of floored. They didn't expect it to be like that. So that brought a lot of guys back this year that didn't have a car last year, but they want to participate. So we do. We actually have. I know there's a guy that's bringing in an early Datsun, a 240Z, I believe it is. We've got several. I mean, we have Triumphs, we have some exotics coming in. I know we have some high-end Ferraris coming in. We have, I could run the list for 20 minutes. There's a lot coming in that.
Yeah, I'm hoping for next year's show, Dave has his Datsun done. We went down to Graham Rahal a few months ago to check on the progress, and it's just amazing how Graham's his new facility down there. It's state of the art, and it's pretty cool. But I think Dave's Datsun will definitely make the cut.
I know Dave, and I'm sure it will be beautiful.
Yeah.
So
I think he's going with the original color that it was too, that green color. So that'll be pretty cool. So what else does the future look like for the show?
Well,
any like crazy guests that we might be able to get on, or
not yet. We're working on a couple things to see if we can get some kind of a car personality,
Right.
well-known personality in here. It's not easy to get the right people in here, and it's sometimes it's kind of to get on their schedule. They're so booked up.
Right.
And so we're working on a few things, and
trying for this year, maybe one.
it's getting late.
Yeah.
We're 2 months out from the show now, and so we're getting close. It's not a done deal that we're not, but
Right.
nothing written in stone yet.
Yeah.
But the cars are the stars of this show.
Oh, definitely.
So
Yeah.
let's let the cars speak for themselves. It's going to be.
Yeah, that's one good thing. The cool thing about car show is, like, especially last year, your show, each car that you went to was just totally different. Everybody had their own style. It wasn't, it was not like a car show that you just usually go to on a Saturday or something, and it's everything is top notch.
You won't walk in here and be in and out in an hour.
No.
Plan on spending the day. It'll take you 3-4 hours or more, depending on how fast you're going to walk through, how fast you can get through the crowd.
Right.
But it's going to be an all-day event, and it's worth it. Take the time,
Right.
look at the cars, ask questions. Guys love to talk about their cars.
Oh,
ask
definitely.
questions.
Yep. Pictures and that kind of stuff is fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask questions. Definitely, I think everybody, the car world, the whole car world, everybody is just so nice and, want to show you, what they actually done, and people appreciate what people do to their cars.
Yeah.
So
guys are proud of what they've done.
Yeah, that's a fun thing about car shows.
Yeah, that takes a lot of work. People that aren't really into this hobby or thinking about getting into the hobby or just starting in the hobby, it's a lot of work. People don't realize. But
what about food-wise? Is it just going to be the Coliseum?
Coliseum, yeah. I know. I'm trying to think other vendors we have with food this year. We've got the almond people coming in that do the roasted almonds.
The people, anybody that goes to the Fort Wayne Comments games, they definitely will know.
They'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they'll know.
we have a local company coming in this year we didn't have last year called Indiana Tea. They do custom blended iced teas and things.
Okay.
I talked to the guy that owns it. He came to my shop,
Mm-hmm.
brought me something to try. Amazing. It's a great product. I think they'll do really well, but they're going to be at the show, so everybody will get to try that. So.
Sweet. Yeah, that's one good thing. That's one thing that I always look for when going to a car show or any of that kind of stuff. There's always good food. It's just one of my things.
It's important.
Yeah, you always got to have some good food or some drinks to walk around, and PRI or whatever. Been down there quite a few times, and they've always got some good stuff. So, will they be serving alcohol?
The Coliseum will.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have.
So they'll beer and that kind of stuff.
I think they have a full bar actually. But
Okay.
Beer and wine slushies, and can't remember all they had last year, but at least beer and wine slushies. So.
Okay. Is anything else that you'd want to touch base on for anybody that hasn't been to the show? I mean, there's still 20 spots left.
Yep, we're selling out fast. We still have room for about 20 cars or so. Wear comfortable shoes. It's a lot of walking.
Definitely.
But no, whoever comes will, you will find something you like.
Right.
There's a little bit of everything there. It's just unique. If you've never been to a car show, come out and see what it's all about. Sign up to win a car. You might walk away with a free hot rod. You don't know.
Yeah.
You never know. Somebody's going to. But it's just a unique thing to do. It's something different. It's, we're getting by the end of March when we do this show,
right.
We're getting close to spring and everybody's getting antsy. They're ready to get their cars out and weather's getting nice and
you can come check out the vendors and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely come check out the vendors, support the vendors,
goodies and all that kind of stuff for your car.
Yep, support all our sponsors. If it wasn't for the sponsors, the vendors, we need them, to help support the show and bring the show to you. So,
and all that can be on your Facebook page too.
Yep. So we have a Facebook page.
I know a lot of people are following the Facebook page.
Yeah, so. We have the Facebook page. We have a website, and we have another Facebook page, Midwest. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to get it to you.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it is, but it's actually hit. We picked up a lot of followers on that show, and it just picks up. It's like Midwest Car.
Okay.
Something I can't remember what it's called.
And the car show. It's a group.
Yeah, that's us.
Yep, I know what you're talking.
And you can go on there and find not just our show. But you can see other things that are going on in the area, this summer and things. So.
Any more vending spots? I guess for anybody that.
We're low. I think we have maybe, right now I think we have about almost 50 vendors so far signed up, and I think we have 2 or 3 10x10 spots left. I think we have 2 10x20s, and that's it. So we're almost sold out of vendor spots as well.
Okay, so we'll, by the time this comes out, hopefully you guys get a hold of them. Hopefully there'll be at least 1 or 2 maybe.
Well, I prefer to be sold out.
Well, right, but
they're
going pretty quick.
So,
but
yeah, it's.
I know a lot of people, would love to be a part of your show. It's definitely one of a kind, and
we're definitely gaining traction, bringing the show back, and
which is awesome. Bringing the spotlight to Fort Wayne like this, and the Coliseum, and car wise, I mean. We have a big, diverse car,
There's a big car culture
around here
in this area. And,
always has been, but
but it's still big.
It's still big, and it's growing. It's growing every year.
And that's why, to me, it's important to get the young guys involved. Mm-hmm. Keep the hobby going. It's a fun hobby. And anybody and everybody can get involved with it.
Yep. What else can we can. Your Instagram and that kind of stuff we'll put in there.
Yeah, we have Instagram. I think we've thrown some TikTok videos out. If you go to YouTube, if you're interested, go to YouTube and just search the Fort Wayne Rod and Custom Show. There's a lot of videos that were posted from last year that some videographers that we didn't even know were coming in came in and did a really nice job, and there's some really nice video footage. So if you want to see what the show's about for this year, go look at YouTube and get an idea. So
Get
get
an
you
idea.
excited.
This year's definitely gonna be better. That's what I'm trying to do. We're gonna make a cool video, and I'm gonna be talking to a bunch of the car guys and getting clips of their cars and that kind of stuff, and getting the whole behind the scenes and the backstory to each car and that kind of stuff, and the vendors and sponsors and all that kind of stuff. So everybody gets recognized during the show, and everybody can see it, you know.
Yeah, it's. I think people will be surprised when they walk in this year. I think they're going to be really surprised.
There's nothing like walking in them doors right there, and then all you see is just amazing cars with the lighting and all that. It's not like being outside, you know, for a car show. It's, you know, 100 degrees during, you know, July or June or something like that. You're in a nice.
Yep, heated air conditioning, climate controlled, whatever it's going to, it'll be nice. But I think people, again, when you walk in, you're going to see some things that'll surprise you. We've got some surprises and that we don't want to give away, but there's some things that'll be there. So.
They'll definitely be coming out on the Facebook page, definitely. I've been seeing that just non-stop, showing little teasers of last year. And
we just keep teasing out videos from last year's show and reminding everybody about the get registered, get signed up. So.
Also, for the guys that are going to be showing up, or anybody that's going to register, is everybody, you're bringing your car, you got to show up on Thursday.
Yeah, when you get registered, we'll call everybody.
Okay.
We call everybody individually, and we'll give them your show up time, tell them where to go, come in, get your packet of information. We'll tell you, where to go, and we'll get you, volunteers will be out in the parking lot. We'll get you directed in.
And then Friday, the show starts.
Friday is 4 to 9.
Yep. 4 to 9. Last year, the Friday night show was actually pretty big.
The Friday night show was big.
It was.
It was. The Coliseum told us that was their largest Friday night event, first year event they'd ever had. So, pretty good. I was pretty proud of that.
How many, do you remember
They never gave me the actual numbers on Friday night now, just the overall.
Yeah, but usually for that time slot, I mean, it's sort of hard to pack that many people in there in that amount of time, and
in 5 hours.
Yeah.
But the neat thing was I saw people that were there Friday night came back on Saturday or Sunday. They wanted to see more. They didn't see everything in the few hours they were there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so definitely thanks to all the sponsors, and definitely Sweet Cars for letting us shoot here and letting you guys get a little taste of what might be at the car show. And thank you for letting me be a part of this. It's definitely going to be a fun time, and I'll put all your links in the description, and we'll have a good time.
Sounds great. We appreciate you having us on.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, Damon. Thank you.
And we'll catch you on the next one. Go like and subscribe.